Where?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
Is he
right.
wrong? Is he wrong? Is he wrong
In
about
some
the Qiraat?
instances,
Okay.
but in other
In
instances,
some instances.
in other instances, there's meanings in
So try.
changes in meaning.
Do you have any brain cells? Do you even know where we're going with this conversation? Chris,
can't believe it.
Chris,
Are you denying the differences of meaning?
No, I'm not.
are
Talk to
differences
me.
in meaning.
Talk to me.
No,
First of all.
no,
First
there's
of all.
no difference in
Okay.
meaning.
Okay.
You said there's no difference in meaning?
Okay.
Go on.
Let's go step by step. Let's go step by step. Okay. That parchment, Birmingham parchment, that's from the Mingana collection in the University of Birmingham. Is it different in any word? Are you listening?
Right.
Word or a verse from modern copies of the Quran in its consonantal ductus, in its writing? Wait. Are you listening?
I want to answer you.
Yeah. So that we can make it fruitful. Don't spin it. Answer my question directly.
He said, is there any difference in the consonantal razim? That's actually key.
I didn't say. Okay, wait. Are you?
You said that. You said that. Now, the reason
You know what
why
consonantal ductus is?
Let me answer you. The reason that's important is because he knows as well as I know that the Arabic language at the time, in terms of a written text, had no diacritical marks.
Yes.
There were no dots or critical marks you could make to differentiate.
So we're going to move step by step.
I'm just giving context.
Yeah.
So there's no way you can differentiate that.
No. Wait. You're not answering my question. You're not answering my question.
Listen.
My question is what? My question is what? Is there any difference in word, and a sentence from that parchment and our modern copies of the Quran?
The modern copies of the Quran are not just the consonantal razim, are they?
Wait. Are you listening to my question?
I just answered
Are
you.
you listening? Why are you struggling to answer my question? Because you're a spin doctor.
Is the Quran
Because you're a liar.
just a
You're a liar.
consonantal razim?
That's why.
Is the Quran
Okay, you
just a
are a
consonantal
Trinitarian
razim?
spin doctor. Now answer my question. Is there a difference in word and sentences when it comes to the content of the Birmingham parchment and our modern copy? Birmingham parchment is from the time of the companions of Prophet Muhammad. He has agreed already. Potentially.
It's before Uthman, so that's already your
potentially. Okay, it cannot be earlier. So it has to be later. Okay. So only extremist Trinitarians like him and his teachers will claim something like earlier than Muhammad. Only a scholar. Okay. Wait. This what you said earlier. Wait.
Well, the dates before Uthman.
Can you produce again? You know, you're wasting my time and my brain cells for no reason. That's why why I don't like talking to disingenuous people. You know why I don't like talking to them? Because they deliberately spin facts to make a point.
Yeah, the Muslims are not extreme.
Okay.
I'm extreme.
That's my view.
Yes, you are. You're an extremist. I'll tell you why. Because
You don't like the truth, do you?
No. Absolutely. It's got nothing to do with the truth.
It's got nothing to do with the truth.
Okay. We will check it. We'll check it right now.
Right.
We'll
Check
see.
whether or not the dates are predate Uthman.
Were the New Testament manuscripts corrupted?
Oh, now it's going to the
corrupted.
Bible.
Wait.
Now it's
We
going
will
to the
see if
Bible,
you're an
is it?
extremist or not.
No, it's
This
the Bible.
answer.
Quick, go to the Bible. It's the
where-
Muslim shuffle. Do a little shuffle because you cannot answer the fact that
I
the
will.
Birmingham portfolios
Okay, I will.
predate Uthman.
Chris,
what that means,
Chris,
what
am I
that
going
means,
anywhere?
Let me tell
Chris.
you. What that means is that the first standardized copies existed before Uthman made his recension. That means that your standard Islamic narrative is false according to the Oxford study
which is
dating.
what is
Refute that.
what is
Refute that.
what? Okay. Repeat that.
The fact is that the dates given by the Oxford study, 568 to 645, predate the Uthmanic recension. In other words, there are copies of the Continental Razim that are in Surah 18, 19 and 20 that predate what Uthman did when he standardized the material.
Brilliant.
That means that they're a pre-Uthmanic Quran.
Brilliant.
That goes
I am
against
so
the
impressed.
standard Islamic
I am so
narrative.
impressed.
Your scholars and your historians and they've all lied to you.
You're finished your question. Now let me
Go
respond.
answer that.
Okay. I'm so impressed by Chris's intelligence that I really don't have words to answer his question.
I thought not.
Okay.
Funny enough.
This is
Funny
why.
enough, you don't
This
have
is
much
why.
to say about
This
it.
is why I believe he's disingenuous. He's not sincere in this. He's not honest in this.
Why am I not sincere?
I'll tell you why.
Notice how you're.
Do you know how carbon dating works?
Oh, jeez. I just quote scholars.
Okay. What are
Are you an expert?
Wait.
Did you go to the school of
Why do you have
radiocarbonology?
to jump? Why have to jump?
Because it's
Let's make it a
attack on the
conversation.
man. I don't want to insult. I don't want to attack you. I just
Okay,
want to attack the argument.
Okay.
He's asking you a question,
Chris.
man. That's it.
Chris,
I've already answered it.
what is
point
the dating for?
The point is.
Wait. Watch.
Listen again.
Everyone will.
And you'll notice
You will
he's doing-
see what I'm
he's
talking
doing the
about.
Mansour
What is
trick
the dating for?
because he cannot address my point.
Wait, I will. What is the
Then do it then.
What is the dating
then
for?
answer what I've said.
What is the dating for?
The dating is to give an approximation, a range of when this particular, the manuscript of which it was written on, was likely came into being. That's what it's for.
Okay.
Not the ink,
Repeat that.
Not the ink, the manuscript.
Not the ink.
The manuscript.
Ah, okay. Now you see, that's why I asked him. Do you know how
You didn't
carbon
know that,
dating
did you?
works?
You didn't know that.
Right. Okay.
I had to tell you.
You think I didn't know that?
You didn't know
You
anything.
think I didn't know
You're
that?
waiting for me to tell you.
I know.
And then you're going-
Wait, I don't know a lot of things, but this I knew.
that's humble.
This I knew.
Yeah, do you
I
know
don't know
what
a
the
lot of
Islamic
things. Of
essential
course,
is anyway?
I'm a student. Okay, I don't know a lot of things.
thought you
This
said
I
you
knew.
studied it.
This I knew. This I knew.
Right.
Okay, now if the carbon dating is from the animal that was killed, okay, how does that prove your point? Because we're not claiming that the writing is
That's not my point.
okay.
I just mentioned
we're not
it, is it?
claiming that the writing of that parchment represents that date. We are claiming, actually the scientists are claiming that that animal where the parchment came from, where the vellum, the skin came from, was killed in between these two dates, 568 to 645. That's when the animal was killed. It is very likely the animal was killed earlier. They produced a parchment. The parchment was kept in a store somewhere for 10, 20, 30 years, and then later on it was used. This is what the scholars and the scientists are saying. The writing can be later. The writing can be later. So there goes your point and your argument on its face. So stop lying, stop playing games. Okay, now challenge what I said.
Now, here's what's interesting.
Yeah.
According to his perspective, in Saudi Arabia, producing a manuscript out of vellum, out of parchment, which is an incredibly expensive material, gets produced from a dead animal, and then it sits in a cupboard somewhere for decades. No one bothers to do anything with it, and then finally they write on it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Scholars unanimously would reject that view because we know full well.
Scholars, which one?
Full well,
Which ones?
Nicholas Sinai,
And
for
quote.
example.
Okay,
Professor Crone, for example.
produce it. Don't.
Why, Dave?
Sinai,
Wait, you
Crone,
you threw it out.
Bonner. No, I'm asking for the quote.
Listen.
Ask me for the quote. I'm not going to use names without evidence.
Listen.
Did I
Listen,
produce
I'm-
anything? Did I mention any scholar without evidence? Without evidence? Without producing evidence?
Listen,
Yes.
you haven't mentioned any scholars.
So don't throw scholars.
Oh,
Don't
mention
throw scholars. I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
yes.
Listen.
So when
the
you
point
quote a
of the-
scholar, tell me what he said. What did he say?
My point
What did he say?
is
What did he
this.
say? No. What
I
did
am-
Nikolai Sinai say?
Let me. I am saying.
What
the
did Nikolai
Oxford-
Sinai
listen,
say about
listen,
this parchment?
That the Birmingham portfolios
Yes,
are dated between this range.
Okay. What
According to
did
the
he
Oxford
say?
Study.
What did he say?
He's quoting the Oxford study.
Okay. Can you produce it?
The Oxford study. Yeah.
Okay.
You can check it now.
Okay.
Get your phone out.
And what does it say?
That the dates
What does
are
it say?
six.
Who disputed
Five,
that? Well, who disputed that?
You
I'm
did.
agreeing with you.
No,
That the parchment,
right.
the dates are between 568 to 645. I'm not disputing that.
Right.
So what games are you playing?
My point
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
that it makes you need to give your evidence because the burden of proof is on you that they wouldn't have used that.
I
very
don't need to
expensive
give any
material.
evidence.
No
Western
evidence.
scholars are saying
No evidence.
okay.
No
wait.
evidence.
I'm gonna
Give me
play.
scholars.
I'm gonna wait.
Give me any evidence.
Okay.
Notice he demands scholars for me.
Wait.
Where he can just say it and throw it out there.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna play it right now.
Play what?
Wait.
I don't
wait.
want a video.
No.
Should I start playing
people
videos?
want.
Should
People.
I start playing
people
Patricia
want
Crone
it.
videos?
Okay. People.
The point is.
Wait.
The dating predates Uthman. The Uthmanic
no.
recension in 652. That is
Okay,
after
ladies and
645.
gentlemen, here is a documentary produced by the BBC on this very
The
question,
BBC.
and then there are scholars from the University of Birmingham, and let's see what they have to say. I'm going to repeat the words. I
I don't want to watch videos. Why are you bringing videos? Why are you bringing the BBC?
Decided to take a closer look.
Why are you crying?
Can you repeat the words?
Mate,
Can you repeat the
have no
words?
idea.
Can you repeat
I
the
don't
words?
wanna watch your video.
No, don't watch
You
it.
don't know.
Just
You
repeat.
can
It's
show me
only
videos.
it's only 2 minutes. It's
don't.
only 2 minutes. We've
It's
been
only
on
2 minutes.
we've been going on for 1 hour. So let's.
You've lost
What
it.
what are they saying?
The Injil.
Wait. I'm going to repeat the words.
Until the research
He has to get a video
decided
up.
to
in
take
the middle of the
a
debate.
closer look. pages for radio cards.
Should we get a loudspeaker system for you as well?
BBC produced a documentary on this very parchment. On this very parchment, a copy of the Quran, a fragment of the Quran we're discussing. So, you know, people tend to listen to white people because they come across more intelligent and more learned. So let's listen to white people, what they have to say. Okay. No, I don't have anything against white people. Let's say anything. I'm saying people tend to find them more interesting. Yeah. So I'm not saying anything. So there is a white scholar to use the term for the masses. Okay. He's going to say something very interesting now. This guy, okay, who is he? He's Professor David Thomas, okay, Christianity and Islam, Professor, University of Birmingham, right? What is he saying? Let's hear his words.
Some here say that this discovery goes back to the earliest years of Islam.
The person who actually wrote it may well have known the Prophet Muhammad.
I'm not denying.
Okay. You're not denying it. You're not denying it. Okay. You're not denying it. Okay.
Did I
So
written before
wait. You see, wait.
Address my point.
Wait.
No.
Now.
That was a total lot of waffle.
Now.
Did not address anything I said.
Okay. Then I'll stop the quote and I won't play it.
Don't play something that didn't address my point.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
So
for
now that
wasting
you
people's
accept
time.
on camera that you are willing to accept the possibility that a companion. Wait. Don't. I know it's painful. I know it's very painful. It can. Talking to me for a Christian can be very painful. I know. Okay. Now that you have accepted the possibility of a companion of Prophet Muhammad writing that particular parchment found in Birmingham, that's why. Hence my question. That copy, which may well have been written by a companion of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, okay, peace be upon him. I asked him a very specific question about it. Is there a word or a sentence different in that copy to what we find in our copies today? Wait, the answer. Wait.
Why? Because that copy at the time was a continental resin. No diacritical marks. No dot for dot. However, the Quran you have today does.
Okay, let me rephrase.
Yes, there is a difference. And he knows there is. And he knows there is.
Let me rephrase my question. Let me rephrase, because you're so simple. And you're a simpleton, yeah? Let me rephrase my question.
The continentalism is simple.
Okay. The words as they are transcribed. Wait. The words as they are transcribed, because you're a simpleton, so I'm gonna make it simple now. The way they are transcribed, and in that copy, which may well have been written by a companion of Prophet Muhammad, according to a professor from the University of Birmingham, and you now, okay?
Or it was before, or it was at least before.
I know it's painful.
But you're not addressing what I'm saying.
It's very painful for Christians. I understand the pain.
His
I understand the pain.
Guys,
okay, I understand the pain. Now, wait. I'm asking now. I'm not going to let this question go. I'm not going to let. It's painful. It's very painful. Now, one of the earliest copies of the Quran.
Was it before
found?
Was it before
There's a reason why he's doing this.
He's lost.
There's a reason why he's doing this. Okay, it's a very simple question. Very simple question. He cannot answer it. He will not answer it. You know why? Because it dies. Because you know what? I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to ask the same question about the text of the New Testament, and he doesn't want to go there. So wait. That Quran we have in Birmingham from the time of Prophet Muhammad's companions, possibly written by one of them. Is there a word in that copy as it is transcribed? I'm now using very specific language because you're simple now, so I'm trying to simplify it. As it is transcribed on that parchment, is any word or sentence different to our modern copies as they have been transcribed? Okay. It's a very simple question. Do you all understand my question? Okay.
The copies of the Quran you have today come from the Quran of Hafs, who got it from his teacher Asim.
He's not going to answer my question.
I am.
He's not answering my question.
Because
I am asking your question. Is that copy in Birmingham?
Hafs.
Okay, it's not Hafs. It doesn't say anything about Hafs.
You said the Quran
Hafs
today.
is not there. Hafs is not. Hafs is not even born. Hafs is not even born.
I know. You're
Come on,
Hafs
you people are so ignorant. Okay, wait. So this is why.
Hafs wasn't at the time of Muhammad.
Wait. The Qur'an,
You've just
the
refuted the
Qur'an, the Qur'an is
Hafs
at this.
wasn't even at the time of Muhammad.
Wait. Yeah. So you keep mentioning Hafs.
brilliant.
Hafs has nothing to do with that parchment in Birmingham. Wait. Yeah.
What is the most common Quran today?
Wait.
What is the most common Arabic Quran today?
Chris, I'm not surprised, by the way.
What is the most common?
You are a Trinitarian, and I know Trinitarians.
What is the most common Arabic Quran read today?
Okay. I'm going to repeat my question. That Birmingham parchment.
The Dawah Shuffle.
Is there?
The Dawah Dog.
Is there?
Can't do it.
Is there a word?
No.
Is there a word?
Listen,
Wait. I'm going to repeat my question because I'm going to expose your game. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I going through this painful exercise so that their game is exposed?
Yes,
Wait,
they don't
I know
have
the game they play.
critical marks.
The game they play, they will never go to the text. They will always talk about the Qur'an. There's a reason. I'll tell you why. They will never go to the text. The text. Am I being consistent with my criteria? Absolutely. Because I want to pose the same question about the New Testament. We have New Testament manuscripts very early, some from the 2nd century. Okay, wait. First of all, we have this manuscript in Birmingham, in the library, which has been carbon dated to have come from the time of the Prophet or his companions. Definitely his companions, no doubt. No scholar. The latest date.
No.
The latest date.
Earliest date.
The latest date. I'm talking about the latest date. Did you hear me? The latest date. I'm not talking about the earliest date.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
it came from the companions.
the latest possible date. The latest possible date with 90% precision.
What?
You don't know how it works. Carbon dating. I'm talking to an ignorant person who doesn't, who's throwing names. Patricia Crone, who died before this carbon dating was done. Yeah. Patricia Crone died before this carbon
this
dating.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, ladies and gentlemen.
What's got to do with anything?
Okay, I'll tell you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this parchment in Birmingham has been carbon dated to have come from the time of the companions of the Prophet. And there are professors. There are professors.
No.
Wait.
No.
Okay.
It
You don't like it, do you?
It falls
don't like, I don't blame
but
you.
It could also be
The situation you have put yourself in.
before Muhammad was even born.
Okay.
Why is he picking an arbitrary date?
Okay.
I'm accepting any range.
Okay.
He's saying no, it has to be this range.
Because I'm talking about the writing. You're
Right.
so simple. You're so simple. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, I do.
Okay, I'm talking about the writing, not when the parchment was prepared. Okay, you are dying you're dying because you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going, and I don't think you are as simple as you look. You are very clever, and you know the game you're playing. And I'm trying to break your game or break it down for people to realize what games you guys play. So there is a reason why you do not answer my question. A very simple question. The answer is no. There is no difference. Yes, wait.
Yes, there are differences because the Continental Razim does not have diacritical marks in the Birmingham portfolio.
Okay.
Your Quran today does. End of.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
Done. Do you understand? I've just given you the answer. You said is there any difference between what they have then as a written text and what the Quran is
when
today?
you finish.
Yes.
When you finish.
Done.
Are diacritical marks.
Oh, now we're going to address them.
Wait. Are diacritical marks
right
part of the consonantal ductus?
They are not part of the consonantal.
So shut up then. Shut up and let me talk. Okay. Shut up. Okay. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about. So let me. So why are you? Why you don't? You know, there's a reason. There's a reason why you're doing this. There's a reason. Okay. Wait.
Do the diacritical marks change the meaning?
Wait.
Tell me.
I'm gonna address it.
Tell me. Do the diacritical marks change the meaning?
I'm gonna address that
Now,
point.
tell me.
I'm gonna address that point.
Right now.
We are not getting. Look, once we are established with this point I'm making, we can move on to diacritical marks. You're making it more painful than it has to be. There's a reason why you're doing this. There's a reason why you're doing this. So
I'm diacritical marks change the meaning.
I will tell you. First, let us get step by step, because I know you don't like this exercise. I know.
I don't like
it's
being
painful.
told.
But
Wait.
I'm going to repeat the question. I'm going to repeat the question.
Tell me the
I'm going to repeat the question.
The question I asked you.
The Birmingham parchment. The Birmingham parchment that was written during the companions of the Prophet's lives, okay, Okay, he acknowledged that potentially it could be.
It could also be before he's born.
No,
But
because
it
we
was
have said I'm not talking
that's wrong
about
anyway.
the production of the parchment. I'm talking about the writing.
Which we know would have been used quickly
you simple
afterwards,
man.
using common sense. According to him,
You
they
cleverly
make
simple
really
man.
difficult parchment. They just leave it
Sometimes,
there for decades.
sometimes people pretend
How
that people are
silly is
stupid.
that?
Sometimes
How
people like this
gullible
think
do you have
people
to
are
be?
stupid. Who are
To
watching
think
is
that
stupid.
people
They're not
make
stupid.
parchment,
They're not
which takes
stupid.
years to produce, and then go, right, what should we do with the parchment? Just leave
Okay.
it in the cupboard for decades.
Chris,
Right, not interesting whatsoever.
Chris, I'm going to repeat.
You're
I'm not
being
going to let this one go.
disingenuous.
Chris, I'm not
You're
going to let
being-
this one go. This is
Do
very
the
painful.
diacritical marks
This is
change
very
the meaning?
painful for you.
Do
I know.
the diacritical marks
Okay,
change
wait,
the meaning?
wait,
Answer.
okay.
Answer.
When
Do
did
the diacritical marks change the meaning?
when did they come?
Do the diacritical
When did they
marks-
come? When did they come?
The diacritical marks. Long after the time of Muhammad.
Thank you. So shut up. I'm talking about the early period. I'm talking about.
You just affirmed what I said.
Okay, no.
You've just
no.
admitted
No.
that there is a difference between what was then and what we have now.
Okay.
Thank you, Anna.
Okay.
Finally.
Let me.
It's like pulling.
Let him
needles
go
out
on.
of
Let him
the
go on. Let him go on. Now,
Text then did not have diacritical marks. Only a consonantal.
why
rising.
would you not answer my question?
Therefore,
Why would you not
it's
answer my
different
question?
Necessarily,
You know,
the Quran
he doesn't want me to come to the New
today.
Testament. That's why he's not answering the question. Because he doesn't want me to come to the New Testament. There's a reason. There's a reason.
Oh,
He
what's the
doesn't
New
want me to
Testament?
come to the New. Yeah,
I never go
because
to the
I'm going to
New
lead to a point.
Well,
Okay,
you concede
now,
the point. I will talk about the New Testament if you concede the point.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. That's it.
Yeah, you concede the point.
Let me say what I want to
I
say.
will talk about the New Testament.
Let me
Just concede
say.
the point.
Okay.
That's fair. And done.
That parchment in Birmingham doesn't have diacritical marks.
Exactly.
Okay, now, so diacritical marks are irrelevant to this discussion.
What?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why,
Right.
Chris, I know why you're desperate and you keep going back to diacritical marks that don't exist in this parchment.
Yeah.
Now, so why are diacritical marks important for him?
Because they changed the meaning.
But they don't exist in this parchment.
Exactly. So, it's not
what the hell are you
same
talking
then.
about?
The Quran
What the hell are you
back
talking
then
about?
and the Birmingham portfolio cannot be the
First of all,
same that
first
you
of all,
have today.
first of all,
End of.
First of all, what are we
God
talking
has
about?
refuted himself.
Okay, Chris, can we make it a bit more decent?
No. You have called me an extremist. You have
You
called
are
all
an
sorts of
extremist.
things. You've grabbed people's phones.
You are disingenuous.
Exactly.
You're very
You just call me every
disingenuous
name under the
because
sun.
exactly.
You have no decorum.
Okay.
And you've been
So-
caught out as
so
a liar.
you
He
are
asked me a
repeatedly
question.
spinning
He
facts.
asked me a question. He said, is there any difference in the written text in the Continental Razan from then to the Quran we have today? But the Quran we have today is the Continental Razan and the diacritical marks, which change the meaning. So the answer is yes.
Can I come back now?
No.
Okay. Now. There's a
There are
reason.
names.
There's a reason why these Christian missionaries do
Oh, now I'm
this.
a Christian missionary.
Okay. Oh, Christian activists. Listen, you're a Christian activist, right? You're active right now. You're active. Yeah. You're an activist.
You use it derogative
Okay.
sense.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen,
You-
these people,
funny they never
why
discuss
they will never talk straight. There is a
Let me
reason.
talk straight.
Okay.
I just gave a concise answer.
Let's see. I'll ask you the question again. In the Birmingham parchment, diacritical marks are not a question of
Exactly.
discussion.
So it
Not a
cannot be
question
the
of discussion.
same.
I'll tell you why. Let me explain to people, those who want to learn. You don't want
I've
to
already
learn.
explained
You don't
it.
want to learn. Ladies and
I can
gentlemen,
literally Google
ladies and
what I'm
gentlemen, the Birmingham, the Birmingham,
To give an answer eventually.
the Birmingham. You're shouting, screaming, heckling is not going to
You've
stop.
called me every name under the sun.
It doesn't make me
You have
weaker.
called me
It doesn't
every
make me
name.
weaker.
You've called me
It doesn't
every
make me
name.
weaker.
You're only
Now,
weak 'cause you don't
now
have
we are standing
You
on
already
very
gave
solid
up.
grounds. There's a reason. There's a
Very
reason.
solid
So,
ground.
ladies and gentlemen, there is a reason
there is.
why these people will not answer a straight question.
These people. No. He called me every name under the sun. He said these people.
There's a reason
This is what
why
happens
don't
when
you let
lose
me
a
talk?
debate.
Why don't
Because
you?
he just insults you.
Oh.
He just makes things up.
Okay.
I'm an extremist. I'm insincere. He told me to shut up. Have I ever told him to shut up? Have I ever said he's an extremist? Have I ever said these things? No.
Okay, Chris.
I want to talk about the argument.
Chris, can you answer
He
my
doesn't
simple
want to
question?
I've just given you.
Okay, no.
Do you want me to tell you
No,
again?
No. Okay.
No.
The Birmingham parchment.
Right, here we go. Go on.
Every single word in it, as it is transcribed. Wait.
Yeah.
It doesn't have continental. It doesn't have diacritical marks.
Exactly.
So that's a question not relevant to this. My point. So don't be irrelevant. Give me a relevant answer.
I have about 5
The
times.
Birmingham parchment,
Yep.
every single word in it, as it is transcribed, and as our current copies are transcribed without the diacritical marks.
take
Wait,
them out.
wait.
Oh, you got to take them out, you see.
No. You see, I want everyone to see this behavior. There's a reason. There's a reason.
Extremist.
It's a simple question.
You call me insincere.
Okay.
You tell me to shut up.
What part
Dude, and he tries to take them all home.
I'm going to ask the question again.
He tries desperately
I'm going to ask.
to take them all
No,
home.
no.
Now let me answer you.
No.
Let me answer you.
So you got my question now.
Yes,
you got my question.
Yes, you got a
After
question.
how long did it
Right.
take me?
He's
How long did
now
it take me?
saying,
Half an hour?
just take-
Okay, yeah. Half an
been
hour?
answering the same
Half an hour
thing.
on this question?
He's
About
saying,
half an hour, yeah?
if you
On
take
this
out the
question.
diacritical-
So he just got my question. He got my question.
If you take out the diacritical mark,
Which don't exist in the parchment.
then are they the same? The reason why that's
No,
fallacious.
I want to go step by step. I know exactly what he's doing.
And then, do the diacritical marks change meaning?
Okay.
Tell me now.
I'm going to answer the
Tell me
question.
now.
I'm going to answer the
Right,
question.
go.
I'm going to answer my question.
Okay, go.
Okay. The Birmingham copy of the Quran. The Birmingham copy. No. I know why you're not answering my question. I want Christians to see. I want Christians to see. Why is your guy not answering the question? A simple question. Simple. Why is your guy not answering a simple question? The Birmingham copy of the Quran, which comes from the time of the companions of the Prophet, when they were alive, direct disciples of Prophet Muhammad, who had seen him, spent time with him, walked with him, talked with him, fought with him, okay, prayed with him. There is the Birmingham parchment. It is the most painful historic reality to these Christian missionaries. It's the most painful historic reality, and you can see why. You can see why. Okay. The most painful historic reality for these bunch of bigots. Okay.
Anand, you're always my good in humanity. I don't need to insult you. No matter what you say to me. No matter what you say.
You're a good Christian. You will never insult me. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, now coming back to my question, why is he not answering my simple question? Okay, no. Yes. Okay. Let me answer. Wait. I may be very backward. My English is not good. Maybe I don't understand his answer. So can I please ask him again? Can I ask him to break it down to me again? I'm not talking about diacritical marks. That's a separate question, separate topic that we can address. No problem. I will address it. I'm not going anywhere. People who know me, they know me. I don't run away from questions. I'm one of those guys who will walk into you with answers. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, now my question again. As the Birmingham copy of the Quran has been transcribed, potentially by one of the companions of Prophet Muhammad, an early copy of the Quran, as it has been transcribed, the words as they have been transcribed, and the words as they have been transcribed in our modern copies of the Quran, are they exactly the same, or are they different in words or sentences? Do you understand my question?
Now, to explain, what he's hiding is the fact that the diacritical marks, when removed,
He's not answering my question.
cannot tell you the word. You don't know the word. Listen. Do you know the word without the diacritical
Do you
marks?
understand my question?
Do you know the word without the diacritical marks? Do you know the word without the diacritical marks? Do you know it?
Let him finish. Let him. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Did everyone understand when I said diacritical marks are a separate question? They are a separate question. I am asking a very specific question, which he's failing to answer for the last half an hour. Why? Why is very interesting. Why is the question? Why is he not answering my straightforward question? You know why? I'll tell you why. Because his answer will dismantle his answer. No, he's not answering. Brother, you just came. How long? When did you come? 3 minutes ago?
You are questioning.
Okay. Do you understand my question? Can you ask my question? Can you ask my question?
No, we ain't gonna stop it.
Come in. Can you ask my question? Can you ask my question?
3 minutes answer.
Yes.
Okay.
3 minutes.
Okay. Let me.
3 minutes.
No.
There is no timing here.
No. Before you don't
Wait. Before he answers, I want a very specific answer. I want a very specific answer that exposes them. Yeah, wait. Okay. Shh. Hello. No commotions back there, please. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen. No. Wait. That's not relevant to our question. We will come to that. Okay. My question is what? So that again I can repeat my question for the 50th time.
All right.
Diacritical marks are not my question. That's a separate question. That's a separate topic. There's a reason why he keeps jumping to them. Wait, one by one. Okay. I insist that he answers my specific question with specific details. Okay, my question is, the Birmingham parchment that was potentially written by a companion of Prophet Muhammad. Okay, absolutely, because I wanna. Yeah. I have no doubt.
Give 4 minutes to answer. Don't interrupt.
Okay, can you calm down? Can you calm down? Can you calm down?
Come on, you can do it.
No, don't worry. I enjoy his interruptions. Okay. Yeah. When so-called cameraman makes noises, we know that humanity is colorful. Okay. People have different traits. Yeah. Okay. So people need to. Yeah. People in human bodies can do things. People in human bodies. Come on, calm down, man. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Diacritical marks and how that text. Okay, wait. I'm gonna wait. Shh. Diacritical marks and how a text is read. How it is read is a separate question. To how it is written. Do you all understand that? Yes. Okay. How a text is read and how it is written are two different questions. Two different questions, yes? Okay. I am talking about, my focus is on how it is written. That's first. Writing is first, reading is after. Okay. Now, we are still on writing. I'm not finished. I know you're dying to answer my question. I know you are boiling to answer my question. Now, how it is written, my focus is on how it is written in that parchment, whoever wrote it, okay? I believe it was a companion of Prophet Muhammad who wrote it. Professors from Birmingham University, they also think it was one of his companions who wrote it. Okay, let me finish.
4 minutes.
Okay. Okay. The Birmingham parchment. My question is now how it is written, not read. Reading is not relevant to my question. How it is written, transcribed by a scribe, and how our copies are transcribed, or what they look like, the words, are they exactly the same? Or are they different?
Okay, 4 minutes, nobody.
You want examples to show him?
Brother. Why? You calm down, let him answer. Wait, did you all get my question? Is it clear?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, do you want an answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not going to diacritical.
I made it clear. I made it clear. Now let people see. Let people see how genuine this person is. Right.
Okay, so his question is very carefully formulated, and the reason why is because he wants to get out of the accusation that there's differences in meaning. So what he's doing is saying, if you get a consonantal rasin, which is what the manuscripts are written in, we agree on this, you can then compare this to a consonantal rasin later on. But my point is this, from the consonantal rasin, do you know what the words are? No.
Asking.
No.
Are you answering my question?
No, I am.
Okay.
So he cannot say there is no change.
Let Christians see what's happening here. I want Christians to see what's happening here.
So he cannot say there is no change in word or meaning because it wasn't fully written at that time. So what he's doing is he's doing a quick hard and switch. He's saying if you look at the consonantal rasin, which isn't the whole story, that doesn't tell you what the words are, that doesn't tell you what the meaning is, and you compare it to that same level of data now.
Stay. Okay, it's very interesting.
The problem with that is that the detail that then defines what the word is, what the meaning is, comes later, and there are variants and there are differences. This is why he keeps saying, don't talk about diacritical marks, because as soon as I bring that up, his whole argument falls. His whole. Did he not say, don't talk about diacritical marks?
Carry on.
Didn't he say that?
I want Christians to see this. I want Christians to see this. Muslims are already converted. I want Christians to know this.
He cannot tell you what Surah 18, 19 and 20 say without diacritical marks. I challenge him to prove me otherwise. Tell me what Surah 18, 19 and 20 from those manuscripts say.
Okay.
Read it to me.
Okay.
You know Arabic, right?
Yeah.
Can you read it and tell me?
Okay.
Tell me what it
I'm
says.
waiting for you to finish.
I'm
still waiting for my answer.
There you go. What do you mean? I just gave you the answer.
You didn't give. Did he give me? Did he give my answer? Did he answer my question? Did he answer my question?
Yes, he didn't.
Of course he didn't.
Yes.
He did.
No, put it up. Put it up.
That is good to respect, listen and question.
So now, did he answer my question?
Yes.
No.
I'll repeat my question. I will not let this question go. I will not give. Even if it takes me 2 more hours, I'm gonna nail this one today. I'm gonna end your Quran attacking argument. I'm gonna end it today. I'm gonna bury it today. And the reason why, brothers and sisters, the reason why I'm doing this exercise, as painful as it is for the future of Christian-Muslim dialogue. Okay, and you can use this as a reference in the future, inshallah. Okay, there's a reason why this guy is not answering my question. I'm going to repeat my question. The way the words have been transcribed.
As a consonantal asm.
I'm not using these flashy terms. Put them aside. I know exactly what they mean. Yeah, but I'm making it simple. I'm making it simple. Okay, the way the words have been transcribed in the Birmingham parchment that may well have been written by a companion of Prophet Muhammad. Okay, you have a problem with that?
No, I'm
Yeah, you just did that. You just did this. You just did this. What is this?
It doesn't make any difference.
Nothing.
Now this is now going to take me.
Okay, wait.
See, you can't even say a question.
Why? You know, scholar. You know.
Are you able to actually answer?
You're better than us.
The fact that the moment I mentioned the companion of the Prophet of Islam, they just don't want. They don't want to.
How?
No, you know why? They have nothing from Jesus, nothing from his companions, nothing from eyewitnesses. The earliest, wait. They have nothing from the 1st century. Full stop. They even what they have from the 2nd century are fragments as big as this.
Why are you picking up leaves?
This is how big the earliest. Wait. No, I am not. Wait. P.
You can't answer.
Wait. The earliest manuscript of the New Testament is from the mid 1st century, and this is how big it is. This is how big it is. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why is he not answering my question? And you know why? Because he knows the conclusion. He knows what's going to happen. And the moment he answers my question, you will see what happens. You will see. I'm just keeping it as a secret, as long as it may take, as painful as this exercise may be, but it is going to be decisive today, because Chris is going to answer my question. Okay, now I will repeat it. The words as they are transcribed in the Birmingham parchment, the structure of the words, the structure of alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, words, the words as they are transcribed in the Birmingham parchment, and the words as they are transcribed in our modern copies of the day, 2022, are they different? words or sentences? Simple question.
But here we go. You don't know what the words are because you don't have the diacritical marks to distinguish them. You only know. No, he just told you don't.
Yes.
The reason why.
He
Read it. Read in Arabic what so 18, 19, and 20 are.
Read it.
Without diacritical marks. Read it now.
Yeah, read it.
Does anyone? Can you bring a modern copy of the Quran quickly? Can someone bring a modern copy of it? Wait.
Without diacritical marks.
Can you bring? I'm going.
Which Quran?
Can you? I will show you which Quran. Wait. Okay. Wait. Okay. Can you bring one copy of the Quran? This is the parchment we're dealing with. Christians, look at this one. Okay. A Quran written by one of the companions of Prophet Muhammad. Okay. Surah Taha.
You don't know it. You're just making it up.
Okay. Taha. Surah Taha. I'm going to make the answer very simple. And I'll tell you why he's not answering my question. He knows the answer. He's not answering. You know why he's not answering? Because he knows the answer and he's dodging it. He's going around it. He's dodging it. Okay.
Moved on from this.
Modern Quran 2022, taken from an app, okay, on internet, and first century Quran written by a companion of Prophet Muhammad. Okay. Wait. No. Wait. Calm down. What is my question? Ladies and gentlemen, calm down. Those who say the Quran is corrupt, please stand up. Okay. Those who say the Quran is corrupt, please stand up. And then someone's going to go down. Snoop Dogg. Okay, ladies, astaghfirullah. I shouldn't. We're discussing the Quran, so we should be very careful. No, we're not mocking. We're mocking you guys. We're mocking you guys.
He's holding the Quran and he's just doing songs and dances.
No, we're not. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Read from that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Read from that.
Okay. Don't die. Just wait. Live for a few more minutes. Live for a few more minutes. Just calm down. Look. Can you see Christians? Can you see what's happening? See how agitated they are. Look how they look. Okay, wait. Ladies,
put it down right now.
Wait. Can I talk?
Do it now.
Why are you so agitated? Why are you like fish out of water? Why are you so agitated? Calm down. You know why they are behaving like this, ladies and gentlemen? Wait. They're not gonna let me talk. My question was what? My question was words as they are transcribed. Okay, first of all, those who were the person. Wait. The person who was transcribing this copy, this particular manuscript, did he know what he was writing? Yes or no? Did he know what he was writing? Yes. So he knew what he was writing. Okay. So this is something he had written. My question is, what is written there? Okay. Without. Okay. Wait.
Calm down. Let me answer.
Wait. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Wait. Hold this. I'm asking a question.
Why are you bringing leaves off the floor?
Wait, I'll show you. Do they look similar?
No. Hey.
Do they look similar in shape? Do they look similar? Do they look similar? This is the level we have to go down to with these guys. Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing this for a reason. I'm going to bury this argument today. These guys, they will get the lesson of their life. I'm going to have to go down to this level with these people because they're not answering my question. Okay, literally. Do they look similar? Everyone? They're both leaves. Do they have similar shapes? Okay, wait. Do they look similar? Everyone? Do they have similar shapes? Yes. So you can tell this leaf looks very similar to this leaf. This leaf possibly came from the same tree. Yes, because we are standing under a tree. They fell from the tree and they look very similar. Yes, yes. Now. Now.
Leave the ground alone.
Okay.
Right.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Quran.
Read that. Don't use that. Use that. Put that away. Just read
Put
this.
that away. Put that away.
Read.
Put that
I want
away.
you to tell me what this says.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Okay. Why are they dying over this exercise? You know why?
Arabic.
Wait.
Hey, no.
I feel sorry. I actually feel sorry for these guys. I feel sorry. You know, this is why I want you to know, everyone watching, some people are extremely evil. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying some people are evil. They deserve hellfire. They deserve hellfire because they are spin doctors. They know the truth and they hide it from you. They know the truth, they hide it from you. So let me speak my truth and let's see if I'm hiding. My question was, this first century copy of the Quran written by a companion of Prophet Muhammad. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish.
You promise me.
Okay.
You promise me.
Let me finish.
You will read this.
Put that away.
Let me finish.
Put that away.
Let me finish.
Let me finish.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Take that phone away.
There is a reason why they're agitated. That guy behind the camera is dying. He's dying. They don't want to let me speak.
We'll be here for weeks.
So, ladies and gentlemen, okay.
But if you let him talk, Bruce, he can answer the question.
My question was, are there any differences in a copy of the Quran from the first century of Islam written by one of the companions of Prophet Muhammad, number one, and the way our modern copies are transcribed? Okay, the words, do they look exactly the same? Wait. Do they look?
Ignore how it's written.
Okay. No. You have to let me finish.
You have already
You don't have to like what I'm saying. You don't have to like what I'm saying. Calm down. You don't want Christians to know this, do you? You don't want Christians to know this. You don't want Christians to know this. I'm more concerned about Christians. I don't. Muslims already believe in this. They already believe in this. Christians, the people you deceive and lie to, I want them to know this. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to stop until I finish. You're going to let me finish. You're going to have to let me finish. Now, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't read. No. Don't
You're interrupting
Don't read that one. Don't read that one.
You're doing it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
Take that away.
is a first century Quran. Okay, and this is a modern Quran. Okay, now this is Surah Taha. This is chapter called from the Quran Taha, T-A-H-A. Okay, how is the word Taha spelt in this first century copy of the Quran? There, Ta and Ha. Ta and Ha.
Yep.
Is it there?
It is.
Ta and Ha.
Yes.
How is it spelled? How is it spelled in our copy of the Quran? Can we magnify this somehow?
Well done.
Wait. It's not finished. It's not. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's how that.
Down. Just. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God!
There's no diacritical.
Where is it?
Thank you. Well done. Yeah. Well done. There's no diacritical marks.
There you go.
Okay. This is Taha.
Yeah.
In our modern copies of the Quran. Okay, wait. I'm going. Wait. Can you leave him alone? Let me do this. This is going to bury them today with wait. There is a reason why they don't want me to talk. There's a reason.
We've let you talk for ages.
Okay. This is Taha from the first century of Islam.
Requiring diacritical marks.
Okay.
No diacritical marks.
Does it need diacritical marks?
And this is Taha, how we write it today. Okay. Next verse.
There are some letters in the Arabic alphabet that do not require diacritical marks.
Magnified.
However, there are ones that do.
Okay.
He's pointing at a very specific one that doesn't.
Now, move on.
To refute me, he just has to read the Quran.
Read it.
That's all he has to do.
Read.
Just stop looking at two of them.
Read.
Just read. Start from one and read through it.
Yeah, read.
Simple.
Read it.
That's all you have to do.
Okay.
Yes, I want to read.
Read it.
Now we're moving on from Taha.
Not interested.
Here it says, as we read it, my point, what is my point? My point is to show you that the copy written by a companion of Prophet Muhammad, as it was transcribed, is exactly the same as our copies are transcribed in words and sentences today. That's my point. Okay, wait. Now, is that true? Is that true?
There's no word.
Is that true?
Because you
is that
don't
true?
have the
Is that true?
meaning.
I'm showing the evidence. If you don't answer the question, I'm going to show the evidence.
Let me explain.
Here is the evidence.
Let me give you the
Here's the evidence.
What he is doing is he's basically
here's the
showing
evidence.
you half
Ma
the sentence and asking
anzalna. Ma anzalna.
Do they
Okay.
require
Ma
diacritical marks?
anzalna. Okay, wait. No.
Do they require diacritical marks? I want you to read this.
Okay.
You can't read
Do you know Arabic?
I don't need to. I just trust
No.
scholars.
Okay.
Read this and tell me if you know what it is.
Wait. You still don't get my point, do you?
Guys, I've
You
given
still
him
don't
enough
get my
time.
point.
I've
You
given him enough
still
time.
don't get my point, do you?
Won't address mine.
Wait.
Look carefully,
You still don't get my point, do you?
Look at this letter and
You
look at
still
the-
don't get my point.
It's exactly the same.
These diacritical marks.
Are you? Wait. Are you? Do you have a learning disability?
Sorry.
I'm not insulting him, but I'm trying to understand. Do you have a learning?
This is your diaries. This is your diaries.
Do you have a learning disability? By Allah, I'm sincere. I'm sincere in my question. By Allah, I'm not trying to insult him. I'm asking, do you have a learning? So do you understand my point?
Does every Arabic letter require diacritical marks?
Wait.
Answer.
Do you, Chris, come back here. Come back here for a second. Come back for a second. No, come back.
Does every letter
Wait, Chris,
Arabic language
why are
require
you
diacritical
so agitated?
Guys, I've given
Come back here. Come back. Chris, come back here, please. I request, it's my request. My humble brother, can you come back here? Because I want you to calm down. I really want to nail this. I really want to nail this and finish it today. Finish today. Okay, come back here. Your propaganda. Chris.
Does every Arabic letter require diacritical marks?
Chris.
No!
Chris.
That was never my claim.
That's right.
But there are Arabic letters
Chris.
that do require
diacritical
marks.
Okay.
That's why he can't
Chris.
read the portfolio.
I said to you, diacritical marks is not the point of discussion at the moment.
At the moment,
we're not discussing. No, we do talk about it. I will stay here. I will stay here.
What those
I will.
words
Okay.
are
I promise.
without the diacritical marks?
I promise, Chris.
Do you know what words are diacritical
Chris.
marks?
I give you. Chris. Are you listening? I give you my word. I will discuss diacritical marks for as long as you want. I will.
Do you know the
First,
word diacritical
let me
marks?
get an answer to this question,
the word
Chris,
without
because this is
diacritical
very important. Before we go on to diacritical marks, this needs to be established. If it's not established, we have no discussion. So, Chris,
You don't know what the text says.
so are you?
Refute me. Tell me what the. Read that out loud.
Chris,
What it says.
it could have been easier earlier. 1 hour ago, when I asked you this question, you could have said, yes, there are no differences. Then we would have. We would have.
The word
Chris.
So you can't talk about
Why,
differences until you know the word.
Chris? Do you see where I'm going? I am trying to get to the topic step by step. The first thing is the writing. If the writing is not the same, there is no discussion.
With the writing alone, you know what I mean?
Okay. Wait, Chris, why are you going? I'm discussing A and you want to discuss D, okay, or B, or C. I'm discussing A. Can we establish A? Then we can go to C.
It makes no sense.
Okay,
to
Chris.
something
I know you understand me. But there's a reason why you wouldn't entertain my question. My question is what?
Right.
First, let's establish A. A is the writing in the parchment as it is transcribed, the way the words look.
Is that the full word?
It's not the full word. Hence its meaning.
Until you
Chris,
have diacritical marks.
I know you understand what I'm asking. You're deliberately ignoring me. No problem. I want people to see me. Chris, there's a reason why you're not entertaining my question, Chris, and that's the reason that is directly relevant to the point you want to jump on. Because if you agree on this one, there is no case further down. There is no case on diacritical marks. Once we agree with this, okay.
lying to yourself.
Okay, so come back. Come back.
Stop telling me to come back, you stay here.
Chris,
I don't owe you any niceties
Chris,
given what you've said to me.
Exactly.
the words as they look in the first century copy of the Quran, written by one of the companions of Prophet Muhammad, are those words transcribed? Are they transcribed or are they written in exactly the same way as they have been in our modern? Okay, wait. They're not meaningless.
Yes,
They're not
then tell me the
meaningless
words. Then tell me the
because the
words.
people who were writing them, they knew the meaning.
They knew it.
Oh, they
You don't
knew
know
it.
it, though.
They
You
knew
don't
it.
know it.
Okay,
You
okay,
tell me
okay,
what it is.
okay. Wait.
Read it now. Read
Okay.
it now.
That's why, Chris.
submit it.
That's why, Chris. We need to establish this point before we move on. If this is not established, we're not going anywhere until I get an answer from you. You haven't given an answer. You're a spin doctor who refuses to give an answer. Give me an answer. The words from the first century copy of the Quran, as they are transcribed, Okay. Now that the Chris is not answering my question, and the question is very straight, that they are exactly the same. The transcription of the words.
They're literally different words.
Okay.
Because the diacritical marks
Now I'm going to call him a liar. I didn't call him that first. I showed you the evidence, and I can go through the entire chapter. I can go through the entire chapter, and you will see every single word there is transcribed in exactly the same way as we find it in our copies. And he's saying that's not the case. He's saying that's not the case. I have physical evidence. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you know why he's doing that? Now, we have physical evidence. We have physical evidence.
You can't read Arabic.
We have physical evidence to show that our first copies of the Quran were written exactly the same way as we write them today. Okay, wait. Now that's established.
That's not established.
Now that's established. I pose a challenge to this guy, which he will not accept, and that's the end of the game. That's the end of the game. The challenge is, show me 1 second, 3rd century copy of the Bible.
And we're back to that.
And the New Testament.
And we're back to the Bible.
One. You have hundreds. You have hundreds of copies from the 2nd and 3rd century. Okay. I understand your frustration. You don't want to go to the New Testament, do you? You don't want to go to the New Testament. You don't want to go to the New Testament, do you? You don't want to go to the New Testament. No. We have seen enough. We're going to move on to the New Testament now. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our Quran from the 1st century is exactly the same as it is written in our modern copies in the Arabic language. Takbir! Okay, now the Bible. We're going to come to the New Testament.
Oh, changing the topic.
I challenge this guy to produce one copy of the New Testament, even one page of the New Testament from the 2nd or 3rd century that looks exactly the same to their New Testament Greek versions today. And I mean the words. Are you going to answer my question?
No.
Let
me keep talking about the
Okay. So ladies and gentlemen. So he doesn't want to go to the New Testament. No New Testament.
I'm talking about
New Testament. One copy that looks exactly the same as the New Testament.
Translation according to the British Foundation, an Islamic dawah.
Sorry.
This is Surah 18, right? Now we are looking here at Ayat 44.
So you couldn't answer my question. You couldn't answer my question, and you're going to play games now. You're going to play games. So your Christians, your Christians have seen what these people are made of, what they do, and the games they play. They will never give you straight answers, and this is how you deal with them. When they come to you now, and start telling you the Quran is not the same, pull out Birmingham parchment and show them the modern copy of the Quran and tell them this is it. And then what you do, pull out a New Testament copy from the 2nd century and put the modern Greek New Testament in front of them and ask them to show the similarities. Ask them to show one page. You will not find one page that's similar. That's exactly the same. Do you deny that? Do you deny that?
My end speech.
Okay, we're done. Okay, brothers. Khalas, we're done with these guys. Okay. So Christians, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go.
Then let me speak.
Last words. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, if you still believe that these people are doing justice to you, okay, then you really have to think over this. You really have to think about this. They are doing injustice to Muslims. They lie on Muslims. They lie on our scripture. They are blatant liars. Don't listen to them. Even including this channel, Soko channel. They're a bunch of liars. Okay, let's go.
I thought you said you weren't going to win. You got your